Katy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a basic tatted bracelet. Now I've had a lot of people comment and tell me that they would like to see a basic functional project from beginning to end so they can follow along and really grasp all the concepts. So this is going to be the first one of these that I will do. I hope to also later on show you how to make earrings and various other things step by step. The inspiration for this original design comes from one of my viewers who commented on my videos and shared with me that she, as a beginning needle tatter, was struggling with the shuttle tatting patterns. She really wanted to make a basic bracelet and she just couldn't do it from the patterns that she had. She even tried taking a bookmark pattern and tweaking that into a basic bracelet pattern, but that wasn't working either. So she went and commented on my videos, and she also shared with me that she wanted to make a bracelet really badly because she has two new nieces. They are going to be adopted very soon and they're having an adoption party for them. And she really wanted to make them each a tatted bracelet. With her and her nieces in mind, this design was created. A basic tatted bracelet, great for beginners, that will fit almost anyone, from a wide wrist all the way down to a teenager or even a child. So I hope you will give this a try. It also has plenty of room for creativity, so please give it a try, and I hope that it really helps. So start by threading your needle, and this time you're going to want to leave, a full 2 feet of thread as the tail. Now the first step of this pattern is to make a ring, and ring is designated by a capital R and a period. So we're going to do a ring. We're going to ring 3 double stitches, 1 picot, 3 double stitches, close, and then reverse work. So we're going to start with 3 double stitches, right like that, 1 picot, close, make your knot at the top, and I just do that by putting my needle over, bringing it around, right like that. So there's my knot, and that's part of closing it, and then flip it over to reverse your work. At this point we're ready for the next step, which is to make a chain. So we're going to do 3 double stitches, 1 picot, 3 double stitches, 1 picot, 3 double stitches, 1 picot, 3 double stitches. We want to make sure we have a total of 3 picots split up by 3 double stitches, and then a last 3 double stitches at the end. So here we go. Three double stitches, 1 picot, 3 double stitches, 1 picot, 3 double stitches, picot, and an extra 3 double stitches. Okay, so then that chain is complete. We're going to slide it off the needle, form it into the chain. It should look about like that. We're going to make a knot right at the top to secure it. I always do a knot after every ring and every chain in my tatting. It just helps it hold its shape that much better. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've actually done all of the basic shapes that we're going to do in this project. We're just going to keep doing these whenever the pattern tells us to. So we're ready to do our second ring. So we're going to reverse our work. And you're going to do a second ring, which calls for 3 double stitches, 1 picot, 3 double stitches, then close and reverse work. And when you look on the pattern, you're going to see like an asterisk at the top of the first big R that's telling you to make a ring. And just want to note that there, and when you get down a little bit further, it'll explain what that means. So just go ahead and do 3 double stitches. One picot, 3 double stitches, close, and you're gonna tie a knot. You're gonna reverse your work. This one's already reversed, so we're good to go on this one. And then I like to make my little special step, and I did a video on this. If you wanted to know this in detail, you can go and look that video up. It's called, I think, my secret step or special step. For now, I'll just go ahead and do it. You don't have to do this, it just helps it lay a little bit flatter. Okay, so now we are ready to do our next chain. And this time when we look at the directions, we see it tells us 3 double stitches and then a join. So I'll do my 3 double stitches and then I'll explain what the join is. Okay, so it says J for join, and then it says in brackets, to last picot of the last chain made. So the last picot, this would be the first picot, second, third, and last picot. So we're just going to go ahead and join our work to that last picot. And there's also a video on joining picots if you need extra practice with that. And then the pattern tells us to go ahead and do 3 double stitches. Picot, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches. Oop, I can get that last one. Come on. There we go. And you can see how we have 3 double stitches, and this counts as our first picot, the join does. So then 2 and 3, and we're ready to slide it off our needle. And you always kind of want to pay attention to your tail because that can be troublesome. But right like that. And then we're going to make our knot. Right like that. So at this point, when you get down to that step, you'll see right at the end of the reverse work, which we just did right there, there's 2 more asterisks. And then beneath that it says repeat from asterisk 1 to 2 asterisks until 8 rings and 7 chains are made. So all that means is you're going to just keep doing the same steps from that ring that you made with the asterisk in front of it. You're going to make that ring and then the chain we just made over and over again until you have 8 rings and 7 chains. So I'll do a few more and show you how that works. So if we go back to that ring we just made, we'll do 3 double stitches, 1 picot, 3 double stitches, and we're going to close it like that and reverse our work. Now you can see we have 3 rings and 2 chains. So I'm going to go ahead and do my little special step. Then we're ready to make that chain again. So we're going to follow it again, just 3 double stitches, join to that last picot of the last chain we made. So this is the first picot of that chain, second picot, this is the last picot of the previous chain. So then we're going to go ahead and do 3. And that's a good example of when you're tatting fast, you can catch something. So you want to slow down and just take him out right like that. and then keep going. So we have 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, or 3 double stitches, join, 3 double stitches. Remember, it counts as a picot and a join. Okay, so we're ready for our second picot. 3 double stitches, third and last picot of this chain, 3 double stitches. We want to adjust our tail thread a little bit, like that. I'm going to pull it into that arched chain shape, make our knot, and then we're ready to make our 4th ring after we reverse our work. So we reversed our work again.